All right, let's be honest. Trying to buy a home in 2025 feels like trying to win a game where the rules keep changing and someone else already bought all the good spaces on the board. Prices, still high. Rates, still high. Rent, still through the roof. And every article you read either says it's a terrible time to buy or just save $100,000 and you'll be fine. But here's the truth. Homeownership is still possible, even for younger buyers. You just need the right strategy and some tools that most people don't even know exist. So in this video, I'm breaking down real, affordable housing solutions for first-time and young buyers who are trying to make it work in a really tough market. And yes, these are things that people are using right now to get in the game. A quick intro in case we haven't met. I'm Asher Benjamin. I'm a loan officer, former high school teacher, and a dad of 3 who still can't figure out how to fold a fitted sheet correctly. I do, however, specialize in helping everyday people, especially first-time home buyers and younger families, buy their first homes. Not by throwing buzzwords at you, but by getting creative with the financing and showing you the kind of options that most banks won't even bring up. Because here's the thing. You don't need to be rich, you don't need perfect credit, you just need a plan and someone who actually knows how to make it happen. So let's get into it. If you're feeling like home ownership is out of reach, you're not crazy. We've got home prices still 30 to 40% higher than pre-COVID, interest rates hovering in the 6s and 7s, rent sucking up a huge chunk of your income, and your favorite avocado toast spot just raised prices again. Add student loans, gig work, and the rising cost of living, and yeah, saving for a down payment feels like chasing a unicorn. But here's the good news. While it's tough, there are still real strategies that you can use to buy a home in 2025 without having 6 figures in the savings or a perfect financial resume. Let me show you what they look like. There are literally thousands of programs across the country offering first-time buyer grants, forgivable second mortgages, closing cost help, 0 interest silent seconds, meaning you pay them back later, no interest, and so much more. You don't have to be low income to qualify for some of these. Many programs are based on area median income, not poverty levels. I've had clients get into homes with as little as $1,000 out of pocket. This is why talking to a mortgage broker, who knows these options matter. Now, house hacking is actually one of my favorites. I just made a recent video about that. You can check that out here. You buy a property, live in part of it, and rent out the rest. Could be a duplex, a 4-unit, can have an ADU or a basement, even just renting out a room. Other people are helping you pay your mortgage while you're building equity. It's one of the smartest and most affordable ways to buy in high-priced markets. And yes, it still works in 2025. You can use an FHA loan at 3.5% down, or even conventional with 5% down to make it happen. Manufactured homes or condos are a great first step. If you've been overlooking these, stop. Today's manufactured homes are nothing like the trailers of the past. Some of them are new builds with luxury finishes inside. And the price? It's often 30 to 40% less than a site-built home. Condos are also making a comeback, especially in urban areas and starter home markets. Bonus? Lower maintenance cost, often move-in ready, and still eligible for first-time home buyer loans. Now, when you're co-buying with friends or family, it does take some planning, but it is happening now more than ever. You and a sibling, best friend, or cousin go in on a property together. You split the down payment, the mortgage, and the equity. Yes, you'll need a written agreement. Yes, you'll need to set some clear expectations, but this is how a lot of buyers are getting started in expensive markets, and it works. Another thing is that negotiating with sellers is back on the table in 2025. You can ask the seller to pay part or all of your closing costs, cover a temporary buydown, which could lower your rate for the first 1, 2, or 3 years, and also help fund a permanent interest rate reduction. I've helped buyers negotiate thousands off of their loan costs just by asking the right questions in the offer. Now, don't turn away from fixer-uppers and some properties that might need a little bit of TLC. There are loan programs that you can use to buy these types of properties, like FHA 203K loans and conventional home style loans. These let you roll the cost of renovations into the mortgage so you can buy a home that needs some love and fix it up using the loan itself. Well, the benefits of these are there's less competition, there's typically lower price points, and your sweat equity pays off huge later. And then of course, there are more creative options than people realize when it comes to loans. We have DSCR loans for investors if you're using rental income to qualify, not your personal income. We have 1-year tax return loans for self-employed buyers. We have bank statement loans, non-occupant co-borrowers that are helping with the income. We have low-income targeted products with reduced private mortgage insurance or slightly better rates. All of these can help you qualify when a regular loan says no. Okay, so now that you know you have options, what's next? Here's what I recommend. Talk to a loan officer early, even if you're 6 to 12 months away. Get a real pre-approval, not just a quick online quiz. Start exploring homes in different categories: duplexes, condos, off-market properties. Next is build a budget and plan. See what you actually qualify for. And number 5 is a shameless plug, but I think it's worth it. Watch my weekly market updates every single Wednesday so you can stay informed on rates, trends, and programs that could help you. Remember, you're not just buying a home, you're building a launch pad for future wealth, because you need to treat this like a strategy, not just wishful thinking. Here's the deal. Homeownership in 2025 is not easy, but it's not impossible. You just need to get creative, stay informed, and have the right team in your corner. If you want to talk through your options, see what you qualify for, or just build a roadmap, I'm here. Book a free call, drop a question in the comments, or DM me anytime. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and you'll always know what's going on, even if the headlines are being a little dramatic. I'm Asher Benjamin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go check your savings app and don't panic. We got this.